isn't it recording? Oh, it's recording. It's recording.
So welcome to Finding Our Way. I am Robin.
And I'm Lee.
And today we're going to discuss in our daily dose about support structures and the kind of sense of accountability and support, because it's something I've been realizing in my life recently about I often put outer obligations ahead of my own inner obligations. So if I have to go to work or I have to meet someone, I will do that before getting on my mat to do yoga or meditation. And I think for a long time I thought there was a real negative and I should just get some more willpower and I should just be able to do it myself. And actually lately I've been coming to embrace that actually those support structures help me, and how can I use them to benefit me rather than be something I beat myself up with.
Yeah, and I feel that I also think that support structures are really important in the programs that we've run before. That's always been some of the comments that have come back, is that the support or the sense of support that people get when they are when they feel in a safe space and they feel seen and heard, that it really helps them to take that dedicated time for themselves, to be able to commit themselves to that space and that time for themselves to recharge, or just to bring oneself back home and pay closer attention to yourself. And just thinking that nothing really happens just by oneself. We always have a sense of interdependence of different things that are happening. Even if you're cooking a meal, you didn't prepare everything by yourself. It's come from the farmer, it's come from the field, it's come from the store you bought it in. So just seeing it as that sort of organic process where when you're with others, that you also have that sense of interdependence, or that sense of community that you have with each other.
I like that word. I was thinking, because the word that used to come to me was obligation. Because if you're going to meet someone else, you have a sense of obligation. That kind of felt very heavy, I guess. So it's quite interesting. I quite like that word to say that, that sense of community. So I found that for me, especially like last summer, I did like a mountain bike skills course, and this winter I've done cross country skiing. And no matter what the weather, I got out and had an amazing time each time, because of that sense of, I guess, in my mind, obligation, but maybe that sense of community, that sense of belonging, that sense of other people there to help me. And so, I really like that word. I mean, I love the word community anyway, but I never thought about it in that sense of using that as a structure, I guess, to help me achieve things within that. And I think there's a lot of people we've said on our programs as well who like the idea of meditating, or like the idea of something, but actually doing it themselves. Whereas if they're going to know that every week they're going to meet someone, or every 2 weeks they're going to meet someone, it kind of provides that structure to start with, to then get them on their journey. It gets the ball rolling, I guess.
Exactly. And I think that you sort of energize each other in that way. You kind of spark up each other, light up each other in that way, that you really feel held by each other, and just remembering that we, to kind of recognize in each other that we all have similar needs and wants, and that really just connecting to that human condition again, where you can really be energized from each other and feeling nourished and fed in that way. I think that really helps a lot for just to kind of boost one's energy or morale. It's really very, very helpful just to have that sense of support and community.
And I think it's important to realize that everyone's slightly different. So maybe other people have a much stronger sense of drive and can do things without. And I've just started realizing that that's not my way. I always try and, help others before helping myself. But I can now realize that by helping others, I can help myself. So by being a part of a group, it's actually helping myself. So it's like, okay, how do I help get those support structures that allow me to do my things? So is it joining the swim club? And for me, it's often a physical thing that I won't do by myself, but by going to a yoga class or signing up to a 6-week challenge or something in the yoga class, it then helps me give that support. So I think a real good question to ask yourself is, what are the support structures I need to help me get to whatever I want to do? And whether that's a big goal, like, running a marathon, or maybe a small goal, like how do I get on my mat each day? Maybe it's just a good thing to think about, the support you can have to get there. Yeah, a sense of community, not that sense of obligation. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. So we'll see you next time on our daily dose. So I hope
daily dose.
See you on the flip side, and tune in anytime for more nourishment.